Tell her stop playing with me. Now talk about money, then please stay away from me. I see demons, somebody please pray for me. I recline in my chair and wait patiently. Tell her stop playing with me. Yeah. Tell her stop playing with me.
Coming in today, been knowing this dude for a couple years, really more than how long been knowing you, Q?
Man, I don't know.
You've been knowing you for a minute.
Yeah.
Now that we want to keep it 100,
yeah.
been knowing you before long you are.
Yep.
Forest Park.
Forest Park
Okay,
days.
Brownlee?
Nah, I went to Hudson Pitt.
Okay, so yeah. So 6th grade. You older than me, so I'm going to say Forest Park. Man, that's over 15 years, man.
Yeah. What's up with it, man? What's up? I had to come through, show my love, show my respect to the podcast.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I respect what y'all boys doing. I've been seeing y'all. I've been asking to get on here. Joe brought me right on.
Yeah, you did. But you asked me early.
Yeah.
And that's what I appreciate.
Yeah.
So it was like I had to get you as soon as we can get. A lot of people, and I'm going to break the ice and say this. A lot of people want to get on. I want to get you on, but a lot of people, you got to realize you would hit me up after the ball was rolling.
Exactly.
Yeah. So now you got to wait.
Yeah.
The Q was one of the people who hit me up in the beginning, like episode 2. Yeah. I wasn't even thinking about a guest.
Yeah.
Let me get
I
on.
try to support, man. You know,
So,
you know, I was talking to my partner, right? What's your name, young?
Cody.
Kodak.
Kodak.
That's what I was trying to get. But you know, a lot of people got a lot of stuff going on right now, man. Mm-hmm. It's just a different time, and me, it excites me because you know I like to think I'm an entrepreneur. I like to think I'm somebody like to get stuff going. So when I see my people doing stuff, just my peers in general, I want to get involved in and try to support as much as I can. Yeah, that's just one thing that I try to do.
Well, I definitely want to let some people who know who might not know. You are one of the first people to really start rapping.
Yeah, well,
and I'm not saying the first rapper, but y'all had a movement. M.A.A.P was a movement, and that was about 10 years ago.
It was about 7 years ago.
About 7 years,
wave, man.
Y'all had a wave,
and it wasn't just us. It was a lot of people. Mm-hmm. I mean, I go back and watch some of EXO videos, and I don't see how she ain't the biggest female rapper in the game right now.
Yeah,
I mean, she was ready then.
Yeah,
video
definitely set a tone.
Man, set a tone. Had the city behind her. Everybody was supporting. Yeah. Had East Texas. You know, they just show how hard it is though to get on. We had a wave, but you know the thing that really derailed us wasn't the music part. It was everybody's real lives because it was me and 4 or 5 of my partners, and we all had kids and we all had lives. And so me, I branched off, went and got a CDL, went to oil field, tried to run my money up. My other homeboys, they did the same thing, and now we all are doing 50 times better than we were 7 years ago. Yeah. But now, you know, how do you get back inside of music? And it's a lot of different lanes for me. Like, I want to start back doing rapping and stuff like that. But it's so many other lanes, and I see so many talented people around me that I just want to share some of the stuff that I done learned with them.
Straight up.
And I done learned a lot, you know. It's crazy because when I hear somebody rap, bro, 9 times out of 10, I like it. True. But that is probably 10% of the rap game. Right, we got like another 90%, and you got people like Mama Scott, and you got people like Trilly Millie who know that, and they trying to help artists, and you know, try to get them to the next level, and that's kind of what I want to do. You know, I want to try to help as much as I can. So that's just what I want to, you know, say, get out there. I want to talk about my studio. You know, I don't want to take over the whole show, but
it's your show. Yeah. Anytime you're a guest on TruChat, it's your show. Yeah. This is what I mean. A lot of people don't understand what I made TruChat. TruChat was to bring light to people with a hustle. Right. It don't really matter if you a friend, a foe. Right. It's the positivity behind who you are as a person. Exactly. If you're doing something that's positive, I want you here. Exactly. If you're doing something that's gonna bring light, could maybe bring jobs, art. It's all about art for me. I'm really into art, and I really use this as a way for people to showcase their art. And art ain't gotta be a picture. It ain't gotta be a coloring book. Art can be music. It can be T-shirts. It can be
art is everywhere, man.
Selling, hustling is art. The art of a hustle is a hustle. And so that's why, you know what I'm saying, definitely, like I said, when you reached out, it was like an automatic. Because I remember I told DP, I was like, I'm going to get Q. And he was like, what's Q going to come over there and do? I said, Q finna do some shit. And see, I believe in Q. Just in
see, I didn't know that you was over the M.A.A.P.
Yeah,
I just know from your brother from I just know probably. I just know. I didn't know you was all over that. I did not know that.
Lil Rico is our #1 artist. Let me make sure I say that. So you go back and listen.
And he been rapping since.
We 100% in on Lil Rico.
Because we graduated in the same class. He been rapping since we was in middle school. Now I think about it.
If y'all get a chance, go check him out. He got his single he pushing right now. It's called New Bit. And it got a Go Yeah on there. Got a video for it, Lil Rico, M.A.A.P on YouTube. Check that out. And man, it's hard, man. He got some more stuff in the works right now. Got another big feature. I ain't gonna spill the beans on it, but he was just in Houston recording the other night, getting ready for it. It's gonna be another smash. You know, he just moved to Dallas, so his reach is more up there right now. He ain't really visible, you know, to his East Texas market. That's where I'm trying to be here to do. Yeah, I'm trying to keep Lil Rico in the people's faces because he don't live there. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he got a lot of good content, man. He got a lot of good stuff going on. I mean, I'm all in on Rico. Number one's my brother, but I feel like he got the look. I feel like he understands music. He been doing it a long time, man. We had Lil Rico in the club. What was the club we was out going to? Rio? Man, we had Lil Rico in the Rio, man. He's like 14, 15 years old in the Rio.
I was in Rio last month, brother. We weren't even thinking about it then. For real.
He young as I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? So he been doing music for a long time, and he's still hungry for it, and I'm just trying to invest in him as much as I can. You know, just try to be the best, I don't know, big brother, CEO, mentor, whatever you want to call me on that level.
Let me ask you, my bad.
I would say he always had a tenacious spirit. He always been like that.
That's him.
How do you feel about rapping East Texas?
Man, I'm kind of biased because right now the music is just, it's amazingly good. The music is amazingly good. Everything I hear, I like it. But I'm biased because I'm from here. But I'm also biased because people was jamming 7 years ago.
True.
Look, don't forget about the M.A.A.P boys. Man, these boys made rotation. These boys was everywhere, man. I don't know how they didn't blow. They was ready. There's so many people like Chuzu done had jamming songs. Man, just so many people, man, that's been jammed. We have been jamming for a long time. But we have to figure out how to get the eyes on us. We talk about this all the time. You know, the labels aren't here. They're not in these Texas for sure. They're not even in Dallas or Houston, really. You look at somebody like Yellow Beezy. Yellow Beezy should be a way bigger star than he is. And look how hard it was for him to get the recognition that he getting now, coming from Dallas. And a lot of times people have to take their show on the road to Atlanta and places like that, not necessarily leaving the home front behind, but you have to go be visible to the people that make the decisions. And that costs money, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's
cost money and time.
It derailed me. I couldn't be a starving artist with kids and all that, man. We had to, my kids like Jordans and stuff like that too. So, you know, it's one thing, Daddy living the dream, trying to pursue this, but I can see how somebody in real life can get involved too. So that's why you need a team. You need people who believe in you, you know, people who are willing to invest in you. And, you know, you got to meet them halfway. You got to do the work. It's hard, man. I think it's harder to become successful in the rap game, and it's probably less likely to make the NBA or something. Because to be truly successful, you know what I mean? I mean, there's different levels of success. Like, my brother was telling me, he's like, man, some people be happy with a zero career or a J-Dog career where, you know, you're not a national artist, but you can drop content and make money and take care of your family for the rest of your life.
True.
So, you know, it's levels. You got to kind of, you know, figure out where you want to be and realize it's going to take work to get anywhere.
Yeah.
It's hard, man.
So how do you feel about, like, the support around? We had pretty much asked everybody there about support around East Texas. Do you feel like it doesn't matter, or it's just like you just do your thing basically, and it's all gonna come together?
I can speak on this. I can speak for myself and the people that I know. The support is growing. The support is here. It's gonna be bigger. It's just gonna be the same challenges as it always is. People working together for a common goal. Because you got influential people around here, people who have resources, and you have the talent. You know, you have those two things, but we'll have to figure out how to couple them together. And that's the challenge of the small market. I think you don't have the luck of the draw of somebody stumbling across your music like you would in Atlanta or in a New York City. You can't get on the street corner like you can in New York and sing and potentially somebody influential walk by, dropping some money in your cup. You got to be putting yourself out there, and it costs money to do that.
Right.
It costs money. You got to understand YouTube analytics. You got to spend your money on advertising. You got to make sure that your video is popping up. You got to post them on influential pages. You know what I mean? It's a lot that come into it. And I feel like, to go back to, I feel like the support is here because I know people who I feel like are influential, and they're excited about the music scene. So, you know, it's just going to take that right marriage of the talent and the support. But I think it's here. It's going to happen. Yeah. If I could tell the artist anything, just keep working. You know what I mean? Because you got to think about it. labels are like most investors. I don't think they want to be in business with companies that aren't already making money.
True.
So if you want a
label,
you want to be in bed with a label. This label want to see that you already generating traffic, streams, views. You already making money. You may only be getting $5 a week on your TuneCore or whatever app you're using for your streaming, but it shows the infrastructure. It shows that you're already ready. It shows that you're visible. So they feel like, okay, maybe we can take it to the next level because we're a bigger machine. But you gotta already be working. You gotta already have content. You gotta already be ready, basically. So that don't just come with work, and just keep working, and I feel like the odds gonna come and somebody is gonna get involved to try to take somebody to the next level. Just be that person.
Straight up. I say that I another reason I really want to talk to you because I see more than what people tend to see, and I see that, you know what I'm saying, you really are making moves. You're making moves the right way, and I say that based off the fact that you not putting it in everybody's face what you're trying to do. You just doing it. And I feel like a lot of people need to kind of pick up on that and just start doing it. Like, be the change. Like, we tend to say that, oh, we're not getting supported, people not watching us, people not doing this, it's hard to do this. But I don't feel like we have enough people actually trying to bring activities, bring reasons for people to watch us. Because people feel like they should be watched, but they not understanding you're not doing nothing to be watched. Like, anybody can put out a song and a jam. But so why do I need to listen to your music over listening to Lil Baby? And I say that to say, I see you making moves. That's doing it. That's really creating that lane for it to do that. I see that you had the whole city hot with A-Block.
The A-Block was hot.
Unfortunately, it was derailed. Some things. But you really had something going that if the people would have put their mind in the right place, it would have went. It would have really just kept going. And I say that to say, you got people who want to be ignorant. They want to talk about the bad side of things rather than look at the whole picture. The whole picture was to bring people together. That's what I took from it.
Man, that was scary to a lot of people.
Yeah. Because, a lot of black people together and because there wasn't no bullshit going on.
It wasn't. When I heard it was a vibe. Everybody said it was a vibe.
It was beautiful. And I didn't think that far ahead because I'm a leaper. I got friends that are real analytical people who have successful businesses. And shout out to my good friend Alicia Yoda, Marblewood Real Estate. She one of the most analytical, loving people I've never met. And she tells me all the time, Quinn, you need to, formulate your steps and, map everything out. But sometimes I just like to go. So the opportunity presented itself for me to get this building. Everybody know me. I've been living on Avalon for a long time. And I've been watching the building, and I saw a lot of crazy stuff go on. The guy that had the building before me, I watched the task force take him out the back. He had blue warrants in Arkansas and in Texas. So they went in the AR-15s, pulled him out. I was like, oh, it looked like a vacancy right there.
Wow.
So I took the opportunity. And I went over there to the landlord when he was cleaning everything out, and I cashed him out, me and my brothers. And we got the building, and I went straight into renovation. In hindsight, that was kind of one of the things that probably, made the landlord start feeling differently about us and the property, because I was a renter who was actually fixing the property up, and I thought that would make them want to, sell me the property or, just treat me better as a tenant, but it actually made them kind of snake me and say, well, he fixed it up for free, let's try to figure out how to get him out. So with the block party, however many people you think might have been out there, it was crazy. With a couple other incidents that happened, it was turned up. And with a couple other incidents that happened, that gave them the leg to stand on to say, well, this building is becoming a nuisance for the city, so we're gonna have to evict you.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
After I had already put about maybe $2,000 or $3,000 into it, I had redid
I said, I'm watching your snap every day.
I painted
your brother was telling me how y'all was doing to it.
I was seeing y'all was in there pain, y'all was knocking down walls, moving. Y'all ain't looking good.
My brothers was so mad.
And you was doing it every day. It ain't like, you see some people, they start doing something and they just buy the building, but they ain't never, like, you was really there.
I was grinding.
It ain't like you had other people doing it and you drive by.
And I had a hell of a team though. I had Rico helping me. I had Tasha helping me. I had some people helping me.
Yeah.
But I should have taking a step back because that's how I get with projects. I just go all in.
Yeah.
And my brothers were telling me, man, you may be making it too nice.
Mm-hmm.
You forget we haven't bought it, so you may be making it too nice. And it kind of bit me in the end. But, you know, it was a lesson learned. I also feel like I wasn't ready for that because, like you said, the love that was shown, man, people from every side of town, every walk of life was frequent in that building. They would come, and we weren't even open yet. Man, I had plans on opening a t-shirt shop, having a studio in there. I was even going to have maybe a couple stylists in the daytime. Like, it was going to be nice. But we never really saw it through because we had a few issues or whatever. And in hindsight, that, you know, if I'm going to be the head of the table, then I got to, you know, make sure. So we didn't get our signage out in time. We didn't get our occupancy done in time because it just got so crazy. People would want to come see what we were doing every day and help and find out, you know, what can they do to help. But it was, you know, with the outside looking in, what are you guys doing over there? We see people from this neighborhood, that neighborhood. What are y'all organizing over there? What do y'all got going on? Not knowing it's nothing but positivity going on.
Y'all just hanging out, chilling.
Just hanging out. My son started a detail business. You know, guys out there showing them how to really wash a car. Hey, man, we're going to make sure you make a lot of money today. We're going to show you how to get them in and get them out. You know, or, you know, Tasha starting her t-shirt business. People come in telling us, look, just make me 10 of these shirts in every color. We're going to come get them every day. You know, just, we like what you're doing. You know, just keep it up. So it was a lot of positive stuff going on, but I didn't position my steps properly in the beginning. So I take that lesson learned. I'm learning these things as I go. Luckily, I have people I can latch on to, like JT up there at Empire. This is my partner. Known him like 4 years. I'm going to tell you about JT. The people don't know him, man. I left my job at Pepsi to go drive for JT about 4 years ago. Because I believed in him. He was younger than me. He had trucks. We talked about, you know, getting me a truck. He was just ambitious, and that's the kind of person I want to be around. So we made some money together. We did a lot of good things, man. We bumped heads, fell out, had issues, but still on this path to become successful. This my partner. You know, he come to my house, hang out with my kids and everything. So, you know, I done learned a lot from him about being, you know, fearless and just attacking situations. And we talk all the time about, you know, what you think about this and what you think about that. And just, you know, kind of like sharpen each other, iron sharpening iron, and just trying to figure out the best way to do stuff. So, you know, it's a different time now, man. It's really crazy. I mean, I've had people I was united with in the past, but these times now with all the entrepreneurs, man, I really feel like East Texas about to just do something crazy.
Yeah,
I think it's about to explode.
I see a lot of shit finna just pop, and I mean, kind of the goal. A lot of people try to get our goal missed. They don't really know what I'm trying to do. They're like, well, why you do a podcast? What is the podcast? What are you trying to do? I'm really trying to. My goal for the podcast is to really make East Texas go viral. Yeah, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like, it's not about me blowing up. It's about somebody else blowing up based off of it. Because when people don't understand it, all it takes is one person to blow up. Exactly. It doesn't matter what they blow up doing. They can blow up air balloons the fastest. That's gonna make people look at it. If they blow up, and they from East Texas, and they say I'm from East Texas, people gonna be like, well, what's going on in East Texas?
And that's why I preach being ready, because you know it's just like when you picking fruit. You're going to pick one fruit first, but all of them are probably ready to go. Yeah. And when you get one, you're going to start going back and looking for the next ripest. That's why everybody got to be positioned already. Yeah. Don't worry about what somebody else doing. Don't worry about how they in your lane. Just be the best at what you're doing. And when it's your time, it's going to be your time.
When it's your season, it's the reason. If people don't understand it.
That's real, man.
Yeah, people don't understand it. They don't understand it. If it's for you, it's going to happen. It don't matter if you start doing it today and this person been doing it 10 years, it was for you. Yeah. Somebody seen that, some type of blessing. I'm not really going to get religious with that. Yeah. But it was your time, bro. It was your moment. And I hope you capitalize off of it.
But you know, success favors those who are ready, though. You know, you're not just going, it's not going to happen on accident. No. You got to do the work. And be ready. I tell my son about our talking. My son, he ambitious, man, and he will work really hard, especially if he sees something in the end of it for him. If he sees something at the end of the road, but he doesn't really like to do the work before the money comes, or not knowing if the money is gonna come.
True that.
But you know, like when you got a job, say you want to be assistant manager, don't you kind of start doing assistant manager duties before they give you the title to kind of show them that you're ready for it a little bit?
You gotta show that potential that you got it.
They're not even paying you. You may do the job for a long time. And I see people derail their success. Wow, man, I'm doing all this and they ain't even paying me. But just stay there. You don't know what's on the other side of it for you. And I had that problem too, man, because
me too.
I want mine right now.
Me too. Me too. I feel like if I did it, you need to tell me I did it. And you need to tell me that was good.
I think that's just
if
a
you
natural
don't tell me
instinct,
that's good, I ain't doing it no more.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I wasted my time. And I'm glad you speak on that because I'm glad on everything you said. I also want to go back, rewind a little bit, and commend you for just, you know what I'm saying, holding the whole situation accountable. Because a lot of people make excuses.
Oh, yeah.
You have made that one excuse.
No, I did.
And I appreciate it. I mean, that's real. I'm commend you on that because I feel like a lot of times these days people do not tell. They don't just be like, yeah, I fucked up. They talk about this person did me wrong. They did that, but they don't speak on the part they fucked up at. So that takes a lot, and that's another thing that I feel like people need to really just start understand. It might have been you. You might have fucked up. They dogged you. That person did dog you, but you did this and did that, and they had reason to stand. You get what I'm saying? Without
it could have been prevented.
It could have been prevented. And I'm not saying that was
it's
your
just
situation.
accountability, man.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
Yeah, I'm not saying that don't even fly for you when I say that, but the fact that you can sit and be like, look, man, yeah, I did this and did that. A lot of people should take sight to take that in and understand that there's nothing wrong with saying, look, I messed up.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's that,
man,
that makes you
growth. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I'm getting older now. Like, I have my kids super young, so I got a 15-year-old daughter, and I'm only 33. I got a 14-year-old son. So now they are at an age where they are absolutely like easily influenced, and they soaking in everything. And my son is at an age where he can understand when I'm wrong and want to call me on it. So I gotta make sure that I'm doing right shit.
Gotta set an example for the kids, man.
I mean, because only so long you get to say, oh, because I told you to, or because I'm the daddy. But you know, these kids want you to reason.
They don't get a voice.
Yeah.
They want you to reason with them. And if the shit you saying don't make sense, then you just gonna alienate them. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying, tell the truth, be vulnerable. And, you know, we all living and growing every day, you know what I'm saying? I know, because 33 really ain't that old. You know, you still got a long way to go, man. It's people that's fucking 50 years old ain't figured out stuff they should have figured out when they was 18.
True.
Still kicking their ass.
True. Got some aunties and uncles. You be looking at them like, nigga.
Come on, man.
Like, you can't tell me what to do.
They've been drinking Bush beers for 30 years. Ain't that shit.
Like, nigga.
You can't tell me shit.
I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear none of that. You ain't got a debit card. I ain't trying to hear none of that.
Yeah.
But so I really appreciate that. You were speaking about, you know, the Empire. What's coming up? What's up with that?
Empire, man. Me, Scholar. Shout out to my boy Scholar. Y'all get some of that skate merch. Some of the fly shit around here. Me, Scholar, JT, and a kid named Easy Money Alex, man. I want to say he from Dangerfield, but
I heard the name before.
Yeah, they say he got the wave on the Porters right now. I hadn't met him yet, but we're gonna do something called Empire Sunday Brunches. And I gotta pull up the flyer, get the exact address off of it. Can you pull up that flyer, get that address of me? But it's starting up the last Sunday of this month, so I think that'll be around the 31st or the 30th. I'm gonna get the exact date. But it's gonna be fly, man. It's gonna be a vibe, like kind of like, you know, the in-crowd stuff that you see in Houston, and then we in the mix stuff. Like, it's gonna start from 11. It's gonna go from 11 to 3. It's gonna be a brunch. Right now we got Bass Made himself on the brunch.
Okay.
Hey, Bass Made. Woo.
Hey, Bass go down there.
You know, hey, I ain't going there. I ain't going there. If you know.
It's at 4815 Whitehurst Drive, so that's right there off the access road on 20. Where 20
I know.
Yeah. They got a little pond out there and everything. It's nice. So.
So they done updated and everything.
It's nice, man. And we're gonna do it last Sunday, but. You know, me and JT and Scholar, we all over the top, so we got an event planner. And they said they couldn't get all the activities and stuff that we wanted, you know, before the time. So we just pushed it back. We're going to have the huge Jenga games. We're going to have like big tic-tac-toe. Might have some hookah out there. We're going to have a lot of stuff. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. That's what's up. I'm definitely going to you.
So is that going to be on the 30th? Because that's the last Sunday is the 30th. I looked at it.
That's what it is, the last Sunday. But it's going to be tight, though, man. Like, DJ, you know what I'm saying, good food, just good vibes. Just trying to, you know, JT keeps saying this East Texas is a new Atlanta, like it's a mindset, it's a mind frame. Like we gotta feel like, cause we are a huge market.
Yeah, we are. It's a lot popping, man.
Man, we are huge, man, and we have a lot of successful people from this area.
Oh yeah,
that's very true.
Yeah, and gonna have a lot of successful people.
Yeah.
That's what I see in it. I see so many people that, like, man, like all this is gonna just take us that moment. Like you said, it's just the right person seeing it.
Yeah. It's building. It's building.
And people already having moments. You know, they just haven't. You know, some people just keep their shit on the low.
Yeah.
That. People having moments. I'm shout out to the people who've shared their moments with me. I can't tell nobody moments.
Right.
People they be wanting to tell their own shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, shout out to everybody. You know, just having their moment. And you know, well, I'm saluting everybody. If it was some beef there, man, it's gone.
Man, I ain't beefing with nobody.
I hope people
I tell people all the time, man, a lot of money can be made if hate ain't involved.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't beefing with nobody.
You trying to tell me you want to work with this person? If y'all can make $1 million together, you're not gonna work with them because some old petty beef from 10 years ago? That's stupid.
I'm gonna tell you, man, and it's not even, culture. It's not a black people not being able to work with each other or white people not being able to work with each other. It's just humans. It's people not being, and that's why they put us in groups when we're young, right? To try to get us to work together and try to work towards a common goal. Yeah. Because they teach you one that you can't do it by yourself because everybody need a team.
Ain't no team.
No, you can't do it by yourself. The most successful people got probably 100 successful people under them.
True.
That have done just as much as them. Sure.
True. That is so true. Because I mean, people don't understand. People look at that like, "How y'all started a podcast?" It took 3 years.
Yeah. It shit wasn't easy.
Talking about this shit forever.
Yeah. It did not. First of all, we had to conquer nerves.
Right.
We had to conquer fear.
Yeah.
We had to conquer people gonna talk about me.
I mean, because it takes one person to make an idea, but it takes a lot of people to turn that into something.
Yeah.
Like you look, Apple was 2 guys, Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak.
Yeah.
But Apple didn't blow up until they had a fucking massive team of people.
Yeah.
Man, I love those old pictures of those guys sitting in the garage.
In the garage,
That's what it is.
Or the Amazon picture from like 95.
That's
Jeff
why
Bezos
I'm trying
with the
to
sign.
record us in here doing this. You know,
Yeah.
it's like we just in here just in the dining area of an apartment.
Yeah.
One day we gonna be somewhere bigger than this. I just
think about
people don't even realize I see it.
Yeah.
I see a lot of. I don't know. God blessed me with the gift to be able to see some shit.
Yeah.
And I can't see the future, but I can tell if somebody in the right direction. I just my spirit will move.
So
and
you said something then though. You was like, what stops most things is fear. And I ain't gonna cap like I've been doing this, but this morning I started reading little excerpts of The Art of War. And that was one of the excerpts.
Lao Tzu?
Yeah, that was one of the excerpts that nothing kills a dream except fear.
Yeah.
Because if you're afraid to start, then you can never get anything accomplished. But if you at least start, then you can overcome whatever obstacles that you're coming from.
True.
So you can't. I mean, that's me. I start so many things, and I'm not the best finisher all the time, but I'm always feeling like I can do it. Yeah, I can do that. If I want to do that, I can do it. And my brothers, they get on to me about that all the time because they say you always starting shit, but you don't finish nothing. So that's what I'm trying to work on, getting better at finishing.
Same here. I'm trying to get the direction of just. I didn't master it now. Because now when I start some shit, I don't go. We ain't really talking about nothing but that.
I can honestly say, like, before we even started this podcast, I probably was like the most nervous one out of everybody, honestly. I feel like I was until one day I just sat down like, hey, we can do this shit.
Oh I can say that because I remember these people questioning me.
Yeah.
And I mean, I ain't gonna say he was scared, but I read in the question, so it's like
I want reassurance. I'm one of them type of people.
I can tell you like, well, do you think we gonna make some money, or you think this gonna happen, or what if we do? And I was like, DP, just fuck it, we just gonna do it.
Yeah.
I was like, matter of fact, this how much money you need. Yeah. Don't even worry. We'll talk about it after we buy the equipment.
That's how I feel.
That's
too.
how
that's why I bought my studio equipment.
Yeah.
Let me plug. M.A.A.P Studios, I finally got it back open. The people that know, they know I've been having a studio behind my house for some years. But, I was going to have the studio at the shop and I was going to buy all new equipment, so that changed, but I went and bought the equipment anyway. So I just upgraded my home studio, but it's in a portable building behind the house, got a throw-ass booth.
Oh, okay.
You can check it out on Instagram. It's M.A.A.P Studios, Longview, Texas, but it's fly, bro, and we're doing, like, affordable studio time. You know what I mean? We got, like, really, really good equipment. And I'm really just trying to make it accessible, you know what I mean? Like, I want people to be able to get a good recording and be able to have something to compete with. Yeah. Because when we first started rapping, bro, we were the first place I ever rapped at. was in an apartment like this in my homeboy's little pantry in the kitchen. Somebody brought their equipment over there, we pulled all the shelves out, and we got up in that motherfucker and we started. And I listened to that fucking song over and over. You couldn't tell me I wasn't on.
Yeah, I feel.
I know how it feels, bro, to say something on the mic that you really feel in your heart. Like, I know how it feel. So, you know, and over the years we upgraded, and I've been to bigger studios. So now, you know, I want to be able to give people something that they can probably only get in Dallas with the quality, you know, that we provide. Because, like, you know, no exaggeration, like, it's really going to be something you compete with. And when I talk to younger artists, I tell them that, too. Like, you're not competing with your homeboy. You're not competing with the dude around the corner that got a song. You're competing with Lil Baby. You're competing with Megan Thee Stallion. So if you're trying to get on that plane, you got to come to the table with something. And they go back to what we said. You can't get into no lane without spending no money. So you want to be a rapper? Come on out them pockets.
Exactly.
Yeah. It costs some money to rap. I know that personally.
You know, when you have, I'm sorry, I'm cut y'all, but when you have people who done it a little bit, they can kind of cut the ends and outs for you a little more. You don't spend so much money. And,
no, you ain't really got to pay for that. You need to pay for this. You need to put some money on this. But this right here,
no, bro. Y'all been putting out songs. You know how it is when you try to get ready to do a video and stuff like that.
I can speak on it. And that's what deterred me from rapping. Like, it's like the money that come into it. Like you said, you gotta have it, and what deterred me from rapping, this is the honesty, and I can speak on it, is that I looked at it like I'm not 100% into that. So why would I waste anybody's time working with people who really are 100% into it? Me personally, I don't want to be a rapper. I don't want to be waking up, gotta go on tour, I gotta perform here. That's not what I see my lifestyle is doing. So it's like I'm gonna get out the way and let people who really want to rap, because it ain't that I can't rap or I don't think that I'm as good. It's just I want people who really want to do something to do it. I feel like I'm better at doing this, giving somebody a platform that do rap, rather than be all in the way of the camera.
You see that other 90%.
Yeah, I see that 90%.
A lot of people don't see that.
Yeah, I see that 90%. It's like I don't see myself performing. I'm not that friendly.
It is very
I'm nice. I'm nice, but I ain't friendly. Meaning I can't see myself signing 100. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be the baby. I'm gonna be punching people. I fit people like the baby. He messing up his career. No, he not. That motherfucker's a human, and y'all get on his nerves, and he just reacting. That would be me. I didn't whoop the fuck out of somebody who didn't even deserve it, but I'm just not in the mood today. But I gotta be this rapper.
That's the issue I fall into.
That's the issue. That's where
society though. Like we hold our entertainers and our athletes
like they're not human beings.
Yeah, we forget that people are people and people make mistakes. People say fuck you sometimes. Me and you can easily tell me fuck you, Joe, off a conversation we have right now. It ain't even meant like that. But people gonna hold it to that.
But this is my thing with entertainers though. Some of the stuff I see them react to, I done seen people get into it for way less than that.
That's what.
They, it's like you hold your cool and your temperaments all the way till you can, and now I can't even be human. And that's what people have to be ready for.
For real, that's what I was saying. We could be arguing. You could just say, "Fuck, I'm not gonna necessarily spaz on you," but then again, I might, and that don't mean you think I'm a whole ass nigga. You just understand. Joe was in a bad mood that day, and he took it a little bit too hard.
Or I probably did something to piss Joe off.
Some people don't look at it.
They don't show.
What did I do?
And they don't show. They don't show that. Like a lot of times, these rappers. They show the baby slapping the shit out of someone, but they don't show that person standing there saying, "Nigga, fuck you, bitch, you was a bitch." And they don't show that he might have just got off stage. Somebody like Kevin Gates, that's the perfect example. They crucified this man for kicking that girl, but like he said on the song, and like when they put the other footage out, she was steady grabbing him. You gonna get agitated. That's annoying. Somebody pulling you, like bitch, that's a reflex kick. I look at it as a reflex kick.
Yeah, dude, that's
he kick her because you mad.
That's something that's been going on forever too. Like you can go way back and see entertainers have always like had to deal with shit like that, but then they get fucking crucified. Like go back and watch like Guns N' Roses. Like Axl Rose was famous for beating the shit out of people, but it was like, but then everybody's like, oh, he must be an asshole. But there was like, back then you couldn't film concerts. Like now everybody is, but back in like the 80s, you couldn't film a concert. That shit was illegal. And you get kicked out, go to jail.
You could not know that.
No, you cannot record a fucking
sneak
camera.
That big motherfucker in there.
No, well, there's a guy, and everybody can see the video. There's a guy that's just clearly holding a fucking personal camera, and actually was like stops the song while they're still playing, and he's like, hey, get this fucking guy. He's recording, and the security doesn't do it, and he goes like, I'll do it, goddammit, and he dives off the stage and just beats the shit out of this guy.
Damn.
Now, is that a little bit too much? Maybe, but I mean,
at that time,
you're the guy. Like, you gotta fucking take control of everything.
It's more of a time and place. Yeah, you probably shouldn't have did it. But at the same time, I'm looking at the honesty in it. He's human.
Yes, exactly.
People react.
So what is it like with the times now? Because it's small things. Like, I go back and I watch cartoons and I see them saying things, and now if they did that, can you imagine Ren and Stimpy on TV now?
It ain't gonna work. Right. It ain't gonna work.
There's so much stuff that was just different then, but it was acceptable, for us. But now it's just completely in left field. If you do,
I feel like
people are more sensitive.
More sensitive.
People are
I think society got real sensitive to a lot of things.
Kids are a lot more coddled than they used to. Kids also are monitored a lot more. So it's not really like, it's really more that parents know what's going on with their kids more.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Like, because their parents have given their kids a phone, and their kid has a Facebook. Well, the parent has a Facebook. 10 years ago, that parent didn't have a fucking Facebook, so that kid could do anything. Like, whenever I first got a Facebook, my parents didn't even know what that was.
Right.
Yeah.
But now, like, my parents don't have one, but a lot of parents have Facebooks. So they can see everything their kid's doing at a time when their kid doesn't think that their parents are seeing what they're doing. Like, think of all the fucking stuff you did without your parents knowing about it. Now imagine if they knew about it.
Yeah.
Imagine if we had cameras doing some shit we did. It would have got recorded.
Well, I'm just saying now, man, because I got older kids and they do stuff, and I come unglued like any normal parent.
Yeah.
But then when I talk to my brothers again, and they say, well, especially my younger brother, fourth, he's like, we was doing the same stuff. And mama went crazy on us, and after a while, when we got older, she just stopped being as upset about it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going for that. These are my kids. I don't want them.
That's exactly how I feel about mine.
Yeah. He like, man, just calm down. It's not that deep, but it's different when you in the driver's seat now.
Oh, I'm sure.
I think what it is like with kids, they have more access to everything.
Yeah.
Like my kid, I got a 3 and a 7-year-old. I gotta watch what they being on them damn tablets. I seen some on Nickelodeon the other day. It was like a little boy. They would tell him how to wash their hands for the pandemic, and he's sitting there shaking his ass. And I was like, that's it. That's it.
I'm gonna get wild. Yeah, Tasha was telling me about
they put shit like that on
something going on Roblox where the kids was going, the blocks was going in rooms having sex with each other. Or something.
That's why
blocks on YouTube.
I'm here.
She said they going through their real lives and taking the other blocks and in relationships with them and going there having sex and all kind of stuff.
That's why normally they not have their tablets like that.
It's wild now.
Yeah, stuff is different.
It was harder to find shit like that too, though, when we were kids.
Oh yeah.
Like, it was hard to find porn when you were a kid.
I mean, shit.
Like, harder than now. Now it's like, you can. I mean, if you're a 6-year-old, you can see some shit.
Yeah.
Like, if you have access to a tablet. You can see some.
Back in our day, we had Channel 2 on Thursday nights.
Yeah. Man, you had a free weekend preview of Cinemax.
Yeah, that's all we had back in the day. We want to see something.
But you don't get to see really anything. But now
these kids, they just
some crazy shit, and it's not even just like a sex thing. Like, I mean, there are kids that watch like people that I know will put videos on Facebook of like cartel murders and shit on Facebook. And which like I'm an adult, so I can just like not watch it. Yeah, but if I'm 7 years old, that shit's gonna scar you as well.
I don't like watching cartoons.
No. I don't like watching any of that shit.
I still don't like watching.
I can't watch that shit.
But think about if you're an 8-year-old and watching that. Yeah. Like, we could handle it because we're adults, but if you're 8,
you also think about being 8.
I
put myself in a position. I think about being 8 and just being curious.
You
know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Your cousin had the tape in the VCR. They used to put the tape around at certain times. So you like, damn, I want to see what's on that tape he keep putting
Yeah.
So you go in there, get the tape, put it in there. You gonna look.
Yeah.
Same thing these days, but it's just after. So it's like, it's even worse. It's like,
so easy.
It's like, damn, you get rather than have to, you can just look on your phone, type in the name you seen on the tape, and it's gonna come up.
Man,
but back in the day, it was like you had to kind of just. It's crazy, and it's like the world make it normal. That's another thing. A lot of shit, like we censor shit, we make normal censoring shit, and it's like you shouldn't even make it normal in the beginning. Right. Just don't do just be real about what you're doing.
Yeah. It's the information age, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all have read Rich Dad, but in the book it talks about how wealth was divided up first by who controlled the land, right? Whoever had the most land controlled the wealth. Okay, and then it went to industry. Whoever controlled oil and gas and electricity. But now we're in the information age, and now who has the information controls the wealth. And the thing about information is it's right at the tip of your fingers. You get off of Facebook for 5 minutes to start watching the stock exchange, or start following Warren Buffett's moves instead of Michael Jordan's moves. And educate yourself a little bit more on what's going on.
True. Then the problem though is that information can be manipulated.
Oh, it can.
Land can't be manipulated. Right. It's just there. Right. Oil, like it's just there. Right. Information, somebody can just make it up.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, is that you can get rich just lying to people. But like, you know, Rockefeller back in the 30s, like he couldn't just make up oil. Like it had to be there. Information doesn't exist. Like it's not a physical thing. So anybody can just, like I could, if I was rich, I could own a magazine and put all kinds of shit in it, and nothing could happen to me. But, you know, who knows what that might influence.
It is true, because I'm going to shine light on something I've been seeing a lot here lately. Like, you know how like some of these people are like, oh, if you pay for this program, I can teach you how to make money off selling houses or doing stock.
Like master classes?
Yeah, that shit ain't nothing but a scam. Why do I need to pay you to teach me how to do like stock?
Is it a scam though? Because people pay for what they find value in.
But these people been getting busted here lately for it.
Yeah. But see, that goes back into what I said on previous episodes of what I've said and what we just had this conversation.
Yeah, we did.
It's a sucker.
A sucker gonna get sucked.
Yeah.
You choose not to inform yourself on what's going on around you, and this person tell you I'm the best, and rather than you go out and look and see who else doing this and compare information, and you listen to this person and they sucker you into some shit, that kind of falls on you.
Yeah.
Because
it absolutely falls on you.
That's
the American way. Like
that's very true.
They call it the game. Like if you don't know what's going on, everything is fair game.
True.
And that's true for the U.S. I mean, that's true for all systems in place. It's true that's why people work the justice system. That's why people work the financial system, the housing market. Because they just have the information to do it.
The game is to be sold, not told.
And what can we do? Can we change the system? Are we going to do that in our lifetime?
Nope.
The best thing we can do is get down with it.
Exactly.
And the best thing to get down
jump on the wave and get with it.
Jump on the wave. That's what I've been trying to say, is that a lot of times people look at it like, oh yeah, it's dirty business. It's dirty game to do that. And, you know, charge this person that. But if you foolish enough not to look into the person doing the course, that's you.
And you should know by now.
Because you should know better. You should understand it. Somebody had to teach you this shit. So maybe I should just think about, let me find out who taught this person this class.
Yeah.
Just go to them.
Yeah. But that is true for anything though. Like anything that we buy, we have the idea of how much it's worth.
Yeah.
Based off of whatever influence. Why we feel like, do we see somebody wear this shirt? Does that mean that it's worth $500? Because it says Gucci on it, because Gucci has this line of celebrity saying it's worth $500.
Yeah.
Why are these things valued? Look at houses. Why is this house? I can buy this house at $200,000 and put $15,000 into it, but the equity into it goes up $30,000. Or the neighborhood may have changed, or any number of things. It's all idea. Like money is all an idea. I think that's what's really about. I think that's gonna be the kicker, man. Like the financial market, the financial system that we know, I think it's about to change. I think that's why they're trying to get away from tangible money. I think they're trying to go all digital.
Cash App, Zelle.
Because I'm gonna tell you, man,
I've seen that ahead of time. Honestly,
I've seen a lot of money during this quarantine. I've been seeing people with money. Think about a $1,200 stimulus to somebody who hadn't had $1,200 at one time all year long.
Man.
Where does that money end up? That money end up blown. That money end up with the hair store. That money end up with the nail tech. That money end up, with Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Which is really the plan. That was the plan for all that, is because you give everybody $1,200. I mean, there's somewhat of a benefit to that though, is because if everybody just blows that $1,200, I mean, they're spending it on shit that takes a person's job to be able to sell it. So you are kind of helping out. Like the point is just to try to keep money circulating. The problem is that money doesn't circulate. Like trickle down economics was supposed to work because if rich people get taxed less, they're going to spend more of their money, and they buy more Ferraris. Well, Ferrari has to hire more employees, and you just keep going down the list. But what happened is that all those rich people just like, nope, I'm just going to save all my money, and now taxes, tax money got dropped like crazy, but rich people just kept more of their money. And that's the problem, is just trying to figure out a way, how can you have like a financial system where money stays circulated, where people keep spending their money without having to worry about, fuck, am I going to go broke though? Like, is the economy going to crash next year? Maybe I should hold on to this money. People need to feel like comfortable blowing their money. Really, like that's
the problem with going on. People not blowing their money, so they saying it's a crisis, and then it really ain't that. These motherfuckers ain't spending it because they look at it like, I ain't finna be out here bad.
Exactly.
When some shit go wrong,
right? But then that hurts everybody.
It's hurting everything. Yeah,
because
if
if nobody wants to go to McDonald's anymore, McDonald's has to fire all their employees, and now we have more people that aren't going to be able to spend money. But if McDonald's can hire more employees, then that's more people getting a paycheck that they can go out and spend stuff. And that's the trickle effect, is doing it that way.
When you say that make you wonder. That makes me wonder about this whole COVID shit. Because
it's a way to crash the economy.
Exactly. And then, because think about it, you got people. All businesses have shut down. They not working past 9 o'clock. Walmart ain't open all night. Now you kind of got control. You got to get to cut down half the people working there. Cut down costs of doing all this for this to run. So it make you wonder, did they just do that shit just to?
Well, I'm a conspiracy theorist, so I feel like it is a play from one of our enemies to try to crash the dollar.
I think China trying to crash the dollar.
I don't know who's trying to crash it, but
what old boy say? He said I'm gonna send a nice, good Christmas present to y'all right before the shit popped off.
Did y'all see they was sending some seeds out?
Oh,
I saw that. That guy
planted the seeds. Somebody control them no more.
In Arkansas, a guy planted them in Arkansas, and they put him in prison for planting.
What?
Because they told him, you can't fucking plant these, and he's like, I'm just a typical Arkansas person, and planted them, and now he's in. I think he got arrested for it. But
they got out of control. Though. It was like an invasive species.
Yeah, and crazy. I think that too. I think that like it's a political, economic conspiracy, kind of. I mean, I try not to be super into conspiracies, or at least think about them ahead of time. But look, and I don't fucking like Donald Trump at all, but it makes sense to try to hurt the economy when there's a president that everybody fucking hates.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because if everybody can look and be like, shit, while he was
everybody got somebody to
president,
blame, then it's
right.
Everybody
Then it's easy for him to get fucking not reelected. And
it's easy to blame somebody. It's easy to say, "Oh, you fucked up."
But it's just real shitty that everybody's lives have to get affected.
It's just
because they want to try to get rid of a president who's already a shitty president and hopefully was going to get kicked out anyways.
It's a lot of powers that be, man. It can be discouraging, but if you just I try to keep the mindset of just getting in where I fit in.
Yeah. That's my mind play. My mind play right now is this shit. Y'all finna meet me.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Just let me find my little lane, get my little piece of the pie. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all finna meet me.
And try to prepare my kids to operate within the system, but it's so ever changing. I feel like it's due for a big shift right now. I don't know how you get the world back going normally. You know, it's kind of like when they did the war on terrorism. You start a war that you're never gonna declare officially over. Yeah. The war on drugs, these still wars that they, when you have war, you have casualties, you spend money. These are legit wars that they pumping money into. So how do you just open the world back up and get everybody back to normal after it being shut down like this?
I don't think it'll ever be back to normal personally. I don't think it will. This shit is, I don't know. I
think it's just, I don't think it'll be in the way. I really think that we gotta be the wave.
See,
That's where I'm at with it.
I think that too. I think eventually enough information will get out where people go, damn, we were all
bamboozled.
And then people will be real pissed off, but then any little rule that was ever made, gone. And then that's how shit goes back to normal.
Yeah, but what does that look like though? What is that like everybody bucking the system? Yeah, we ain't wearing no masks. We ain't doing this. We ain't doing that. We ain't social distancing. We ain't trying to hear this shit.
It happens.
Yeah.
I mean, that's happened before. I mean, that's how changes have happened in the country.
I don't really believe in conspiracies, but I like to be aware. I don't want to say, oh, that's really what happened, but still at the same time, what caused it to happen?
I just like to have a thought.
Yeah.
I like to understand.
Going down that rabbit hole, though.
Man.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, for any piece of information that you seek out, it's online.
Yeah.
And it goes back to what you were saying about information. You got to be careful about what you're taking in for truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got to be mindful of what you read. You can read it all day, but just understand it. It might not be true.
Yeah.
But understand that shit might be true.
Right.
So just you got to be knowing how to pick and choose. And
it's knowing how to do research. It's learning the way they teach you in college how to do a research paper.
Yeah.
But it's applying that to those situations. Like
It's
you
just
got
like
like
when,
cross-referencing. Like you got to do a lot of work, but
Yeah,
I mean,
you
but
do.
that's how you find out if you're really, right or if you're full of shit. Like, I mean, you can look at like 9/11 conspiracy videos all fucking day.
Yeah, they got
But then-
millions of them.
But then what happens whenever you cross-reference it, you realize that they're just lying about all that shit. All those conspiracy videos, they're fucking lying. Like, every one of them. Like, there's like one that I saw where they were talking about how there was never a plane that landed into the Pentagon because they don't know any of those people that actually died. But there's a fucking recording of one of the women that was on the plane that died. But this whole documentary said that nobody actually died in that flight. But there's death certificates for every person that died on the plane. So like, all you gotta do is just look, and you find out, oh no, they were just lying to you to try to make you think of this conspiracy is real.
Oh, you know, they were trying to say that the jet fuel, they don't understand how the Twin Towers melted.
Yeah,
and
the
stuff
jet
like
fuel can't melt steel beams, but it fucking can.
yeah.
I mean, it's not necessarily that it's not
Yeah.
necessarily that it melted it. Nobody really
It
believes
makes it
melted
weak.
It weakened it to the point that it just folded in on
Yeah.
itself. It's not like it's not that
It's
complicated.
not that crazy.
It's like when the coronavirus started, like everybody thought it was 5G.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
That was
come
the
on.
dumbest
I was
thing.
like, come on now, y'all gotta, come on, not 5G. Like, you
So,
really think
is
it's
it not the coronavirus? Is it this huge pedophile ring that everybody is talking about? That's what's going on.
I'm saying,
I think it's a
it
I don't
play
even
a
want
part
to go
in
in that
it.
rabbit
No.
hole. Like I haven't even.
it is a coincidence that
All this shit
that
pops
this
out.
coronavirus is happening at the same time that all these people are like getting called out. Seems like a bit of a fucking distraction of like, because they've done that shit with any kind of conspiracy, something like it's misdirection, like direct people to this thing so they won't see what's going on over here. So I think but then again, the pedophilia thing could just be one of those conspiracy things that isn't really as true as people are saying.
I was saying this last year. I was like, man, y'all worried about all this other shit. Talk about this Jeffrey Epstein case. I've been seeing it.
Yeah, these people be on game about it.
Yeah.
I've been seeing
People be
it.
on game about it.
And they thought I was tripping. I said, all right.
I tried to watch some of the Jeff documentary on Netflix. But
It's
just
fucked
It's a
up.
good one.
It's kind of out there, man.
It'll throw you for a loop, man. I promise you.
Man,
will.
you sitting there looking, just like,
Yeah, like what the fuck?
damn, that's wild.
Yeah.
Y'all got this
It's
one
crazy
store
though.
clean.
Speaking of that, like I'll tell you, I got an older daughter. I was having some issues with her. I was trying to figure out how to get her back on track, and somebody recommended a behavioral doctor to me in Tyler named Dr. Hipke.
Oh,
Ain't that the one that
That's
just
Yes, sir.
hell
Just got locked up
locked
this
up,
week.
got jammed
Yes,
up?
sir. They recommended me, and I was about weeks in, and I was about to take her up there.
Yeah.
But things started getting better. We kind of worked it out ourselves, and lo and behold, this sucker been touching on the kids the whole time.
but
Yeah, he
boys,
was messing
though,
with him for
It was
but
only.
Still,
it was all-
you don't
I'm
want
just
to-
saying,
yeah.
no,
like,
wait on this lawsuit.
but that is.
It's gonna be secretaries. It's gonna be anybody that ever came in
bunch of
contact
shit
with them. They
come
finna
out.
get their
Yeah.
money.
And they've been doing it for almost 2 years.
Oh yeah, they finna get their money.
There's a lot of like, if you know anyone that works in hospitals, ask them what they think about him, and everybody has a story about him.
Yeah, nobody likes him.
Yeah.
I've heard about
Yeah,
nurses and
Damn.
stuff.
yeah, people
They
been
can't
saying that
stand
he
him.
was, or they been saying, I always thought something weird about why the fuck you was going to him. That's what kind of threw me
Man,
out
or-
though too though.
or
Like
if-
these people I seen somebody on Facebook go down through there on the man.
Man.
But they was but in my head I read, like I said, I always read in the details of shit.
Yeah.
The details, you got all this bad shit to say, but you kept going to him.
Yep.
So it's like if somebody was if he had a decent lawyer, they'll break your shit down.
Oh yeah.
If you being real, they'll
Like,
break your shit
yeah.
down.
Why wait now to say his thing?
I'll be like, why was you he this bad, but you kept
That
coming.
money gonna
Yes.
talk. That's why people beat them cases, because they got really good defense.
Yeah.
And he's
Really good.
He might end up being one of those people that gets.
Well, he already posted $1 million bond and got out.
Yeah.
So that already showed you right
Well,
there.
But see, my thing is like, if you're a parent, why the fuck would you leave your kid with a doctor, with any adult alone? Like, you shouldn't. Like, some of them were like young. And it's like, why are you not sitting in there? Like, anytime I ever went to like a pediatrician or something as a kid, my mom sat like in the room with me no matter what.
Yeah, I'd never leave my kids.
Yeah, like, why would you ever? I don't know.
Well,
I
it's
just
prime
I
example,
just
like,
don't
It
trust
shouldn't be
people.
like that, because they, those are people that you're supposed to be able to trust.
I
right?
know, but you can't
Some,
though.
you don't know what these people do
You
behind
can't
closed
trust
doors at
anyone.
home.
Yeah,
What's in their
man,
mind?
It's wild, man. You gotta be careful, man, all the time. And it shouldn't be like that, but
Yeah.
the time we live in, man, you gotta be careful, man, especially with your kids, because especially young age kids. Can you imagine having a kid that can't communicate what's happening to them?
Yeah.
And it's just, they know something's going on, but they can't really tell you. Can't really, you know.
And a lot of people, it don't matter. And a lot of times people tend to be like, I want to throw this out there. A lot of times people be like, well, that's the parent fault. They didn't teach that personality is personality. Some people don't have an open personality. Some people not blunt like me. Some people not gonna tell you got me fucked up.
Exactly.
And they parents every day tell me if somebody got you fucked up. Tell me if somebody got you fucked up. But their personality is just not that strong. So you can't. People try to blame it on people. Like, why the parents? Nah, it ain't that. Cause they were trying to do that shit with that old killer shit. They were trying to kind of blame the parents. I was like, you can raise your kids the right way how you want to. That don't mean they ain't gonna do no fucked up shit. And if shit happens, bro.
I mean,
shit happens.
The way you raise a kid isn't always like indicative of how
it ain't, because I'm telling my mom just told me to respect the doors, but I be going the fuck out on grown folks.
I mean, you can look at some of the most fucked up people in history, and they had great parents. Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, like all those people came from great households. The last people you would think were fucking cutting up people.
And some of the best people in the world had the most fucked up childhood.
Yes.
And you be trying to figure out how the hell did you become this person?
Exactly.
Can't teach personality, bro. Personality is you got it or you don't. It's just. So I just, I'm just throwing it. Like I said, I just be throwing shit out there.
Kids, man, they gonna be shaped by the environment for sure.
Yeah, and when you become, like you said, when you get 13, 14, influences everything. That is your life. Your parents are 13. The people you hang out with when you 13 and 14 really determines who you become when you 28. Because it's shit that happened when you was 13. You gonna be like, I ain't putting up that shit when I'm 30.
Yeah. Man, it's true. I remember being 14. It wasn't that long ago for me. So I know some of the things that he kind of dealing with and going through, you know what I'm saying? But now I see, I would think back, well, if I was his age, I wish somebody would have told me this. But now I see this little fucker don't want to listen to me. I wouldn't listen to nobody.
I wasn't listening to nobody at 13 or 14.
Some people gotta take that.
You do. You got it. And that's why I feel like how the world got a little bit of sensitive. You had people trying to take the licks. A lot of these parents are trying to take the licks for their kids. Let that motherfucker fuck up and get pregnant. Let that nigga go to jail.
Like old girl from Full House that paid it for her daughter to go to that damn school.
Oh, Lori Loughlin.
That's the same thing. Why you just didn't let your daughter flunk the test? Now you can go to prison.
Or let her go to get into the school she deserved to get in.
Exactly.
And if she wanted to work harder and get in the better one.
Exactly.
Let her figure it out.
Let her go to a community college.
But the problem is, you gotta understand a general. And like I said, they always talking about these kids out of control. These kids doing that. No, these parents.
No, parents made their kids out of control.
Rather than this motherfucker go to school, understand that he getting ranked on. You didn't teach him how to rank back. Didn't teach him how to understand that people just ignorant. You came up to the school and got the person that was picking on them kicked out of school. So now every time they get into a situation, they feel like you supposed to cancel the person that they didn't got into it with. You supposed to get this person fired. You supposed to be around them. And you got them thinking that they something that they not. When really you should have just been like, look, people gonna talk about. Thank my grandma told me.
What did they say? They talk about Jesus Christ. That was your grand told you?
She told me that, but she also my grandma kept it so real. She said, "Baby, you are fat."
Yeah.
It's just the truth. Cause I remember they calling me Fat Joe and shit like that. She was like, "You are fat." She was like, "Baby, you don't have to just be the best fat niggas out there. I lose the weight." She said you can quit drinking them cokes in there and change that.
Hey, that's the best advice you could ever give, man.
And I'm so thankful. She was like, "You can stop drinking cokes every day. You can stop eating Snickers and honey buns, or you can embrace being fat and just give them something to fear. Make them love you. Make them hate you or love you. That's all they gonna do. They gonna like you or hate you. Give it to them." And that day I start dressing after that. I start dressing.
But you gotta be tough on them. My mom was tough on me, bro. My mom was in the military. My dad was in the military. And, they got divorced. I lived with my mom, and my mom didn't play with me. I was going off on my daughter about something, and my wife was like, "Did you don't call her stupid? Would your mama call you stupid?" I was like, "Yes." And I was like, "She probably put a motherfucker at the end of it. Like, why you being so nice?"
We just talk about how parents give us PTSD.
It's like, of course she did.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a thin line, but like I say, it was like a generation. I feel like the generation before that is also to blame before that generation before that, because that generation might have been a little bit too hard.
Yeah.
So then them parents feel like I can't be that hard because I would get punched in the head. You ain't got to punch me in the head just to talk bad to me.
Right.
And so people just like you said, all of it, this episode right here for me is accountability, because it goes into being accountable like like our generation. Yeah. That's why I don't hear me. I found myself used to talk bad about these young kids. All they want to do is listen to NBA Youngboy and step on people. Well, you know what? I need to step in here and understand why you listen to the young boy and why are you wanting to step on people. Let me talk to you about why you want to listen to them and why you feel like it's okay to carry a gun at 14, rather than tell you, oh, you tripping, you ain't gonna be shit, you gonna end up in jail. You got to change. We got to change the narrative. Man, like we gotta step in and start talking to people.
Kids like that, bro.
Me too. I'm a
lot of kids like that.
Here lately, since I've been really just putting myself, I'm around a lot of people that I did not understand a lot of shit, and it's because I didn't take time to understand. And I realized I was being the type of parent that I used to, the type of adults I didn't like. Right. I was like, I'm being that type of adult. It's like I'm sitting up here judging y'all and saying y'all need to do better, you need to do better, but I'm not holding the person who gave you that reason to act like this accountable.
That's what you said. We had this issue in the studio the other day. Me and a few other guys are sitting around, and it's a couple of kids in the neighborhood that come around all the time. These kids, man, they pretty much on their own. They do what they want to do. They smoke. They do whatever. They hang out. And they young. They younger than my kids. Damn. And so we was trying to talk to one of the young brothers, like, man, you don't got to do all that, man. You heading down a bad path. You try to get on the football team, do this and do that. And it ended up being 4 grown men talking at this little boy who already feel like he on y'all level anyway. He feel like he 23, 24, 25 too. Because he out here doing everything y'all doing. So y'all talking at him like he a little boy and he not receiving. And the little boy
like talking down.
I mean, eyes welled up. He want to fight one of the dudes and they're 10 years older than him. And I'm like, look, bro, just calm down, go to the store, get you something to drink. Just they try to tell you right. But then I had to tell the brothers, like, you gotta understand this man out here by himself every day. Y'all telling him what he need to be doing, and you ain't helping him do it. Yeah, you feel me? So I see both sides of the coin.
Me too.
You want to try to help, but also you gotta understand that, man, these people is living like this.
And sometimes you gotta let some of these motherfuckers just do them.
Yeah.
But you also gotta be understanding that sometimes you can help. And so it's a coin. It's a flip. It's either heads or tails. I hate to say it.
But you said they get to go home at night.
Yeah, and then a lot of times people who don't understand, like I had to catch myself. I realized that I can go buy what I want to buy. Exactly. So how can I sit up and tell you, oh, you wrong for selling drugs and this and that to try to buy the shit that I can just go buy?
You can't tell them how to eat.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I can just tomorrow if I wake up and be like, oh, I want to get me some Hermes, I'm going to go get me some Hermes. But this motherfucker right here gotta break down these bills and do this right here, hustle these pills and sell this right here to get these. So how can I sit up and tell you wrong for what you doing when you and this person looking at me able to go do it? And looking at me. So it's like you have to understand and put yourself. You have to talk to people rather than talk to them. I said the same thing. Yeah, like you just said, talking down.
It's survival of the fittest.
It is. That's why I say it's a quarter. Because sometimes some situations you gotta look at it like that motherfucker. He ain't. It ain't that I can tell him. Yeah.
And man, it's crazy because my kids, my kids have more than a lot of the kids around them. But the flip side of it is that those things that I buy them or the opportunities that they have, those things aren't making them any better than the other kids around them most times. Because my son, I find him finding a sense of entitlement a lot of times because he feel like he's supposed to have certain things. Then you got this kid out here who don't have nothing and feel like he's supposed to have them too.
Yeah.
So they both, going through the issues of having wants. And this kid over here just don't got too many avenues to get the things that he wants. And he gonna use all his resources to his best of his ability.
Yeah. And ain't nobody tell him about his resources. A lot of times people not using it because they don't know.
That's true.
Sometimes people don't say, they don't realize nobody's there to tell you, hey, you can do this and get that too. It's gonna take you a little longer, but you can do this and get that. A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people just automatically like, I can't stand them grown folks to be on some, oh, you gotta go to college shit.
No.
You do not have to go to college.
I can sit and tell you that.
And that's another thing. That's a big problem. You got over there.
I'm gonna tell you, college get a bad rap though. College is not bad if you don't have a better plan.
Yes.
No. College is
if you don't have a better plan than college, then college is for you.
College is perfect if you want to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I said that's why I'm speaking on that level. Because there's some people who legit don't want to go to school, and if you tell them their whole life they got to go to school, they going to get there and crash out.
Right.
Yeah. And that's what happened to a lot of people.
I went there.
That happened to me. No, that happened to me.
Yeah.
That happened to me.
I went at a party, son.
Check this out. I was a high school dropout to moving to Atlanta, getting a scholarship because my uncle was on my ass. He was like, you got to do something to stay here. I passed the test so high I got a scholarship to go to college. My whole life I ain't want to go. What you think I'm gonna do?
Yeah,
fuck
I'm
up.
trying. Yeah.
And I'm in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know I'm gonna fuck up.
No.
I'm not thinking about no school.
But that's the mentality the kids have been given because they're coming from a generation of parents that like no one in their family got to go to college.
Yeah.
So it's like you better fucking go to college. I don't care if what you want to do is going to make you 6 figures a year without having to go to college. Go to college. But I mean, you should only be going if
you really want to go.
What your career is
requires
you to be in college.
Like
if you want to be a doctor, you got to go to college. But if you want to fucking be a real estate agent, you don't got to go to college. And who's to say that one's better than the other? Because you can make a fuckload of money being a real estate agent. You could work in the oil fields and make a fuckload of money. Like there's
nothing wrong with telling the kid that.
There's
nothing wrong with telling the kid that we just gotta. And I said that we just gotta do better by how we talk to people.
I
and
can
what we
speak
say.
for myself. Like my son right now. Especially me being back from the oil field, because I was working 28 on, 14 and off. And I felt the strain of being gone from my family. When I came back, not working there Hitch anymore, nobody's used to me being here every day. Everybody's moving how they want to move. So I'm back inserted in this issue. But my son is infatuated with money right now. He loves it. And he was making a ton of money, man, when we was having the block parties and people just coming around every day. He was washing so many cars. He got his own detail business, in and out detail, and hit him up on Snap, Cowboy World 88 is his name. But so the A block kind of got shut down. Everything kind of slowed down. The car washing business slowed down. He's like, man, I'm ready. I'm gonna sell my pressure washer. I was like, nah, don't sell your pressure washer, bro, because that's a way that you can keep making you some money. Just figure out how to grow your business.
We can.
Grow your business. So he was laying around every day. He want to sell his pressure washer, want to sell his Xbox. So finally, I had to just put both feet down on his ass. Like, look, when we get fucked up, we gonna start selling our shit off. We pick our hustle back up. So he finally got up off his ass, got his car wash business back going. Man, the man made like $400 in like 2 days by himself, going off. So I was fucking with him when I left to come up here. He was washing the car. He didn't even start going to have people drop the car off. He'll go pick him up like he grinding, man. You gotta check him.
How old is he?
He grinding. He only 14.
He doing it.
He grinding.
He in the
Man,
right
when I was
direction.
14,
Hell.
when I was 14, I wasn't.
I wouldn't think about no shit like that at 14, man.
Well, now I ain't gonna lie. I was like, hey, I was listening to
not
14, I was out worried about video games and females.
He love all that. That shit costs money.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I like the Jordans and shit, and I was like, I knew my mom was gonna buy them, but I was like, okay, it's 2 pair came out this weekend. I'm trying to have both pair because everybody, some people mama ain't gonna get them but one. So if I'm hustling, I can get both pair, and I can give me an outfit to go with both pair. That's what. So I ain't gonna lie. I did. Some people got that bug in them.
But see that shit.
I had that bug. I had it in me. I ain't gonna lie.
You gotta want it. And that go back to what I was telling you. Like he was. Because that man had robbed in the oil. I'm not trying to brag, but I was in the oil field and I was taking all that money and spending it on my family. Because when you gone, you come back, you want to try to make up and try to reciprocate stuff. So he had all the shoes and all the stuff, but he started being like real entitled and kind of bratty. And when you don't do certain things for him, he was getting upset. So I kind of backed up from him. I was like, no, I ain't gonna do that. But now, instead of him being upset about it, he done channeled that energy into, okay, I'm gonna get it myself.
Yeah.
And it's really.
Well, let me tell you something. Stay structured on that because you end up trapping like
I know. I'm trying to do that little money he got in his pocket is good for right now, but now he trying to figure out how to get, like you said, okay, I want to get the J's. I want to go to Empire, get me 2 outfits. Then I want to do this. And some Yeezys coming out. I say, man, just pace yourself.
For real. Somebody got to pay. Thank God. Shout out to my grandma, man, because she seen me. She's like, where you buying all this shit at?
That should make you feel good, though, man.
I feel good, man. I'm proud of him. He don't think so because I don't show my teeth to him, but I ride his ass all the time. It ain't never good enough. Push harder. You could be doing better than that. And he gets so frustrated with me, like, damn, this nigga always on me. But I see him though. I see what he doing. He doing good. You know what I'm saying? His only problem is he need to find some homeboys his age. He want to hang out with his uncles and my friends all the time. So you need to get you some homeboys.
You said, how old were you had your first kid?
Man, I had my daughter my senior year. I had March of 05, and she was at senior celebration and everything. She had a dress on that April. She was like 1 month old, boy. And then I turned around and had my son the next year, so And I got a little 7-year-old princess right now, boy. If I could trade them 2 older ones for just keep them, I'll be good.
I tell some people all the time, it's like a gift and a curse when you have a kid at an early age. Because I had my son when I was 18. And like how you say you 33 and your son 14, it's good that y'all close in age, you can be right there.
You know what's going on.
Yeah, you know what's going on. You hip.
You still, it's like you tell me before.
If you ain't fooling no damn body.
That ain't working.
Yeah.
That ain't working.
And so it's like a gift and a curse. Like, it's good that you can be right there. You can't pull that shit on me.
See all my flaws and all my mistakes, all my fuck ups,
exactly.
all that shit.
Yeah.
And I can't hide it from them because when it happened, usually right there.
Exactly.
Straight up.
Straight up. They got down on us this time. We know what we can do about it. Try again.
Straight up, man. I'm really glad you came through, man, because you said a lot of shit that I feel like somebody need to hear, man.
It's real.
Really got like a lot of positive shit going on, man. So I mean, people need to hear young black men doing shit rather than the wrong way. Sometimes we out here doing shit the right way, it just look wrong. So people, that's the truth. Like people realize that man, people look at me, but how you get this and get that? Nigga, worked. I really got it from working.
That perception of motherfuckers.
I didn't do nothing else.
I
just worked. But man, I'm glad. You got anything else you want to promo? Anything else up next?
Man, that? Just y'all come check me out at the studio. It's I got my, like I said, hit me up on M.A.A.P Studios on Instagram, and I got the M.A.A.P page on Facebook. You can hit me up on that.
Okay.
And it's 24-hour availability. Just make sure you give me a little heads up so we can make sure we close it down for you and give you a private session. You know what I'm saying? It's right though. We're gonna treat you like a star when you come.
Straight up.
We're gonna treat you like a star. We're gonna record you and do you
That's
right.
love, man.
Straight up.
That's good to hear.
How can people follow you? What's your name on Facebook?
My name on Facebook is my actual name, Quentin Jahari Martinez Hilburn.
Damn, you put the whole thing.
Yeah, that's my name. That's my real name. You feel
Somebody get your social, it's over.
Yeah. You can only help my career.
You put the whole thing on that.
My Snap is Ambition Itself. And like I said, I gave the IG and all that shit, man. But y'all stay tuned, man. I'm finna start back rapping too, man. Because I like the music around, but I just feel like I got something to say.
Okay, you got something? You gonna drop a club banger? Some more club bangers?
Nah, I don't know what. That's the thing. I'm trying to figure out what lane I'm coming in. You know what I'm saying? What I want to talk about.
I'm gonna tell y'all early what lane I want you to come from. A lane that ain't nobody doing. I'm gonna tell y'all early though.
Okay, babe.
I tell you, I'm early.
No, tell me off air. I got another idea. I told your homeboy about when we went out there. Then I'm gonna tell you off air because I don't want nobody to steal it.
We ain't
do it.
Yeah, for real.
We big on it. Don't tell you move, man.
It's gonna be fly.
We big on
And
that.
shout out to Zulu because PD really put it in my ear. He just told me he ain't gonna hit me do it.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely, man. We gonna stay in contact.
Yeah. It's the beginning, man.
This is the beginning right here. For real. I'm really glad you came. Really glad you came, bro. Like, I already knew you was getting.
Yeah, you said some shit I needed to hear myself
personally. I told
personally.
you yesterday. I said, yeah, we gonna get cute tomorrow. Like, cute.
Man, because I'm gonna say this again.
We're just sharpening each other.
What you gonna talk about? I said, man, you gonna talk about some shit.
Man, because Rico been talking about M.A.A.P for years, and I'm like, where is this coming from? I know he rapping.
Yeah.
Now it all makes sense.
Yeah.
I didn't even know y'all were brothers.
Like I said,
that's my real brother. My name is Quentin Hilburn. His name is D. Quentin Hilburn.
Yeah.
That's my legit.
And we've been knowing each other since we were kids.
I know it.
M.A.A.P been on the map for a moment.
Yeah.
People don't understand
We're trying to
that.
blow it up, man. We're trying to blow everything
I
up,
fuck with
man.
the
We're trying to
t-shirt.
blow Skate up. We're trying to blow Sassy up. We're trying to blow Geeked up. We're trying to blow everybody up, bro. Whatever you got going on,
I'm loving the
we're
movie.
trying to blow it up, bro.
Straight up. Y'all shop with Gloss, man. Season 4
Yeah, we gotta get that gloss. I'm gonna give you some gloss before I go.
Season 4 be out Saturday, fuck them Saturday.
Oh yeah, one more thing before I go. I'm also the president of the Long Pine Steppers Trail Ride Group.
Oh.
I'm sorry I didn't get to that sooner. I know
I'm mad at you.
Sterling brothers gonna be pissed off.
Let me tell you why I'm mad at you about
that
that. Because I had some trail ride questions.
Yeah.
I just had to come back. I meant to talk about
it. You coming back. You and Marisha,
I gotta talk about
let me tell you
I gotta talk
something.
about
The
Long
title of this episode is gonna be Introduction to Q.
Yes.
Because you introduced. I did not know I'm mad at you about that, bro. For real.
Man,
Because I had a lot of
bro. I just have so much fun.
We got a lot of questions about the trail rides.
Man, we got an amazing piece of land, bro. It's 31 acres of straight metal. We just got a 351-yard horse track. Lights up on it. Like, it's legit, bro. It's gonna be one of the nicest places around here to have trail rides and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we have real legit security. with real police officers in combination with them. So, you know, we're not saying nothing's gonna happen, but we are preparing ourselves
for something.
Straight up. And you know, because I have my kids at the trail rides, my daughters, my wife, my mom will be out there frying fish. So we ain't trying to have no nonsense going on out there.
Straight up.
And it's family land. But man, I'm gonna get into it, man. We having something out there in what is it? 2 weeks? We having
I think it's the weekend of the 30th.
Is it prime time?
Yeah.
The weekend of the 30th, Prime Time Riders having something out there, Long Pine, Gilman, Texas, out on 22. What is it? 56. I forget the country road.
I feel like your episode might hit right between in there.
Right off from that time.
Fall out right in
That'll
there.
be perfect, man. Y'all
So
come out and check us out, man. It's gonna be nice though, man. But you know, we'll get into it a little bit more, man. I gotta
you coming back?
Everybody comes here, they gotta come back.
I'm ready to come back.
When you come back, I need a 2X and a M.A.A.P shirt.
I got you. I got all
I
you.
ain't tripping, but I need a shirt.
Yeah.
Be fly.
Yeah, I need a shirt.
Daddy, Kodak Bleezy.
Oh yeah, we're good.
Tell her stop playing with me. Let's talk about money, then please stay away from me. I see demons, somebody please pray for me. I recline in my chair and wait patiently. Tell her stop playing with me. Yeah. Tell her stop playing with me. Yeah.